5 seconds. Justice Amarjit Chaudhary, the then incumbent, was to demit his office on 4/9/2003 on completion of his term as President of the Haryana State Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, hereinafter referred to as the State Commission. On 25/8/2003, the Chief Minister of Haryana addressed a letter to the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court, drawing his attention to the vacancy that was likely to arise on 5/9/2003 and expressed his view that Justice R.S. Mongia, retired Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, would be a befitting incumbent to be appointed to the said post, and requested for communication of the views of the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court. By a communication dated 26/8/2003, the Chief Justice of the Punjab and Haryana High Court drew the attention of the Chief Minister to the decision of this court in Asis Handa versus Honorable the Chief Justice of the High Court of Punjab and Haryana and ORS 1, and took the stand even for initiation of the proposal. The executive is expected to approach the Chief Justice when the appointment is to be made for taking the steps to initiate the proposal, and the procedure followed should be the same as for appointment of a High Court judge. That would give greater credibility to the appointment made. He, however, postponed a decision as the senior-most judge of the Collegium was out of station. By a confidential communication dated 27/8/2003, the Chief Justice informed the Chief Minister that the Collegium of the High Court had met and considered the name of several persons and unanimously decided to recommend Justice R.C. Kataria, retired of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, as most suitable and fit for appointment as President of the State Commission. A copy of the relevant resolution was forwarded for information. The resolution took note of the credentials of the three retired judges whose suitability was considered, and decided to recommend Mr. Justice R.C. Kataria as most suitable and fit for appointment. Justice R.S. Mongia was also one of the three retired judges whose suitability was considered by the said resolution. By a letter dated 29/10/2003, the Chief Minister Haryana raised certain objections to the proposal made by the Chief Justice. The Collegium of the High Court considered the letter dated 29/10/2003 of the Chief Minister Haryana and reiterated its earlier recommendation. By a letter of 1/12/2003, the Chief Minister drew the attention of the Chief Justice to what he considered were the deficiency in the candidature of the learned judge, whose name was proposed by the High Court. Once again, the High Court, after calling for several records and considering various other aspects of the matter, retreated its stand that there was no reason to recall the earlier recommendations to appoint Justice R.C. Kataria, retired as the President of the State Commission. By another letter dated 7/1/2004, the Chief Minister of Haryana drew the attention of the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court to the newly introduced Section 16(1)(a) Wide Amendment Act 62 of 2002 and stated that since the post of the President of the State Commission was vacant at the moment, a honorable sitting judge of the Punjab and Haryana High Court was required to be nominated to act as chairman of the selection committee to be constituted under Section 16(1)(a). There was certain other correspondence about certain representations made which is not material.